Welcome back everybody, and thanks for joining us for another video. We are returning to Nairobi, Kenya. Okay, where are we going today?
Today we're going to Kibera, which is the biggest slum in East Africa.
Debatably the biggest slum in Africa.
Probably the biggest one in Africa. And we are going to be walking around and asking you to help us help others.
Yeah, so let's see how it goes. A little nervous, have to be honest. In contrast to modern downtown Nairobi, the Kibera slums seem to have been left behind any meaningful development. It would appear that people are left to fend for themselves with little access to public services, and little help or hope to improve their situation. At first glance, it appears to be an uninviting, dangerous place to visit. And it certainly didn't seem like a safe place for us to go. Knowing this, it would be irresponsible of us to ignore the possible dangers. So the first thing we needed to do was to find a local contact, which we did. Enter Winnie and Frederick, two local inhabitants of Kibera who have grown up here and not only found a way to survive, but a way to give back to their community. They've agreed to give us a tour of the slums and show us around some of the community initiatives developed to help alleviate some of the extreme poverty. However, first we have to make a stop at the local market so I can get something to cover my bald head.
It's very cheap.
This is the cheap market,
Yeah,
eh?
so the ones you see they hang up are
Yeah.
very expensive, but the ones that are down here are very cheap.
Ah, okay.
This is the end of the market. So at 9, I was telling her that it's open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay.
And at night, when it's 8, everyone is out of the market.
Right.
All the sellers are out of the market.
Right.
And then he told you that you don't have to carry your goods.
Right. They
Yeah,
just kind of
them,
close
yeah,
it up
just
and leave it there.
Just leave it there. And it's very safe because at 9, only the security people
Are allowed in
inside
there.
the market. Yeah. So they're the ones that are taking good care of the properties inside the market.
Nice.
Going this way, we're going to the city center,
Okay.
then back in the villages.
Okay.
We have the buses like this one,
The matatu?
32 passengers, and then we have a matatu for 14 passengers.
Ah, okay.
So during the week, going to the city center in the morning and in the evening is very expensive because we call it rush hour.
Right.
It's like 100 shillings to go to the city center, and also in the evening.
100 shillings to get in?
So
Okay.
it's like 200 shillings for you to go
Yeah.
to the city center to look for a job which you're not even sure if you get it or not.
Right.
Then also coming back is very expensive. So some people who don't have money, they have to wake up very early in the morning, they walk to the city center, walk, and then they also come back by foot.
Right.
On foot in the evening. We also have a train, the old train.
Oh,
The one
okay.
that was there since our independence. So we also have some buses that have Wi-Fi in them. They have very nice music.
Yes.
And they have some screens.
Yes,
So
we've
those
seen
are
those.
also very, very expensive.
Yes.
To go to the city center.
Yeah.
With the matatus, if you want to make more money,
Yes.
it has to have a screen, loud music, and Wi-Fi. Then it becomes very expensive. Then it's easier to go and meander
Yes.
very easily and get to the city center quite sooner.
And we've noticed that they're very colorfully painted.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So the one that has no music, Wi-Fi or anything,
Yeah.
will stay like this one. Will stay here for like an hour,
Waiting to get full.
Quite full, yeah.
So
Yes.
the only thing for it to be full is to make the price so cheap.
Right.
Then
Cool.
the train as well
No, yeah.
is cheaper, but
It's
people
very crowded.
very crowded until
Yeah.
on the top,
Yes.
and it's very slow. So you can also jump and don't pay again.
Okay. Maybe
don't-
we'll try the train later.
Don't try it. Here. Don't try it. You like it?
So this is the main
These
street?
are just new roads.
Ah.
Yeah, to the access of the ambulances when you have emergency
Yes.
and the fire brigade.
Here we make handmade crafts from waste. The waste we work with are bones, horn, and some recycled metal.
Right.
So we started doing this back in 2015. We wanted to come up with a solution to environment problems. For example, the bones used to be thrown to the streets, in the slums, by the butcheries and slaughterhouses. After a few hours, they start to smell bad and pollute the air with it. So we wanted to come up with a solution to end that. And we have managed to come up with ideas, designing very beautiful pieces of crafts like this, jewelry. And by doing so, we keep environment safe.
Yes.
And we create employment. So we sell these products here, local markets, and we also sell some to your country, Canada.
You export them.
Yes. Not that big quantity.
Jacob, what is the name of the
Victoria's Craft Group.
Victoria's Craft Group?
Yes.
So this is the women group.
Yeah. Welcome to Power Women Group. I'm Elizabeth, I'm a member of Power Women Group. So in this group we are 14 women, and we started with this group in the year 2004. And we met at a place called Nairobi. Nairobi is a community-based organization that takes care of children who are living in positive. We used to take our kids there to get medication. That is the place where we knew each other, and we decided to start a group. In the year 2004, there was a lot of stigma and discrimination, so as a group we decided to do awareness in the community. We used to do awareness through door-to-door, through giving health talk in clinics and in school. We did it for 2 years, and then after 2 years the community was sensitized and most people were willing to go and get tested. After that we decided not to part ways, but since we had no particular place for meeting, we used to meet in our houses rotating, and each meeting day each woman used to carry 10 shillings. Then we keep it with our treasury. We used to meet once a week on Wednesdays. So after a while, our savings reached an amount of 3,000. So as a group, we decided to start a business. We decided to do bead work. So with the 3,000, we bought beads and we started doing bead work. And that is why our shop is having a lot of products made out of beads with different designs. Later on, we started doing tailoring. Those are the fabrics. Out of those fabrics, you can make skirts. We have shirts, we have neckties, small purses, trousers, kitchen aprons, and bags of different designs. And later on, we met a friend from Uganda, and she taught us how to recycle paper bead into magazine into a paper bead. We cut them into pieces like this, and after that, we roll them the way Helen is doing and Teresa. So you can roll 1, 2 pieces, 3 pieces, up to 10 pieces. So you have to check the mark of the pen. The mark of the pen has to be hidden inside. It should not appear outside. So you start by folding a small place like this. Then you continue rolling. Tighten it as you continue rolling so that it can be tight. So at the end, we attach it with glue, office glue. Just put a little. So these are some that we rolled.
Oh wow.
After that, we put it on a long string and we apply varnish 3 times. We apply the first coat and we wait for it to get dry, then the second, then the third. So varnish makes it to shine, and it also makes the paper bead to be strong. Even when it drops in water, it can't be spoiled. So this is the clear varnish that we apply. So after this, we remove them and we make bracelets. These are different types of bracelets that we have in our shop. It is made out of paper, magazine. And these are the necklaces. We have short necklaces and long. This is a short one. And then we have this one here. I told you you can roll up to 10 pieces. So these are 10 pieces put together. And then we have this one. And these papers we do paint some to get variety of colors. So we do paint some. Some are natural, some are painted. Yeah. And how we use the money that we have sold from our products, we normally sell and then deposit the money into our account. At the end of the month, we sit down as a group. Then we decide on the money to be withdrawn. The signatories can go and withdraw the money, and after that we come back and budget with the money. So first of all, we put money aside for food because we are staying here the whole day and we are on medication.
Yes.
We cannot go without food. So we prepare our lunch here. Before COVID, we used to prepare breakfast, but right now we are only preparing lunch because the sales are down. And then we put money aside for materials so that we can buy more materials and continue making more products. And the third part is the money that we divide among ourselves so that each woman can be able to pay rent and to buy for her family food.
Yeah.
We also have a clinic.
And this is government funded or private? Or?
Yeah, yes.
Government.
This was to avoid most of the women to not have most of the bills when they're giving birth.
Right.
So
Okay.
this is to just make them have
This is like a maternity.
maternity. So we have them in most of almost everywhere.
Right.
Then we have mama care.
Right.
Mama care is where you can just pay 1,000 bob and you can just give birth free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
And they
we
have
don't charge that.
nurses or doctors
Exactly.
there?
So
Or?
when you go to the government hospital,
Yeah.
you can give birth for free.
For free.
But other services are very, very expensive. But only for the women.
Right.
This was just to bring this close to the community so that they don't have to travel all the way for the emergencies.
Right. Right.
Some police posts that have been built inside the villages, and also we have the security lights. So we have 13
security
villages,
lights.
yes, and every village has one security light. So at night it's very easy for us to go in and outside the villages without any problem. We also have water in plenty. You can see the pipes are taking water to the water tanks where people can access water from. So I told you that it's 5 shillings for 20 liters jerrycan.
Yes.
Yes. So the water is clean, but the pipes are very dirty. But for us to be okay or comfortable taking the water, we always boil our water. Because you can see why it's past dirty places.
Yeah.
And also sometimes it breaks
And
and
then-
the water is contaminated. And that's why it's good for us to boil our water before we take it. 99% of the houses also, we have electricity, but we are using the illegal one.
Okay.
Yeah, the tap
Yes.
one. Yes. So the one from Kenya Power directly, it's very expensive, and sometimes you can't afford that. So we have some people who are very good at tapping. So they tap it for us, which is like 200 to 300 shillings per month, which is very affordable to us.
Okay.
It's very dangerous sometimes because the connection are not done by professionals, and sometimes you also have some fire
Yes.
inside the villages, and it spread very rapidly because of the material that have been used to
Yeah.
build the house.
And everything's so close
Yes,
together.
and also the firefighters, they can't come in because we don't have nice roads, so we do
Yes.
it manually, and it takes time for us to put off the fire. Yeah. So when the Kenya Power comes and they cut it for us, we just wait for them to go, and then we reconnect it back.
Right.
But at least we have electricity.
Yes.
We call it Kibera Power.
Yeah, we call it Kibera Power, not Kenya.
Kibera Power. Kibera Power is easier, though we use very thin wires. So that's the problem, because we don't have heavy machines for the electricity. So it's just a bulb and maybe small radio, and that's it. So yeah, for lighting, it's very important for us.
So as we were growing up, our parents were telling us to love where we're coming from, be positive, be happy, you know. So we also want our kids to have the same positive attitude. So we tried to give our community some names. One, we already told you about Chocolate City.
Yes.
Yeah, we gave it Chocolate City because from here you can see 99% of the roofs are brown in color. And also when it rains, we walk on the chocolate itself.
The mud.
Yeah,
The
because
mud.
it's always
Or
muddy,
the,
yes.
the brown porridge. So you need boots
Yes.
like us, or you can't walk with flip-flops there.
We also, another name is ghetto. Ghetto is not a nice name, but we try to define it in our own way
Right.
to have very, very nice meaning. So we say getting higher education to teach others. Education that we have here, we are teaching your friends, and we know that when you go back, you also teach others about what you've learned here. Yeah. We also call it Lower Karen. Lower Karen because there's a very fancy estate where the rich
Members
people,
are
they come from. So we're just a bit lower.
Just a little less.
Yes, so we also call it Lower Karen, just for the kids. Yeah, even if they are in school and they say, "Where do you come from?" "I'm from Lower Karen." Then
It doesn't have the stigma attached to it.
exactly, yeah. So those are the few names that we've given to our community or our hood, just for everyone to have smiles. And you can even see as we're walking around, everyone is just happy despite the problems. You won't even know that they have issues or they have difficulties, but they're just happy.
This is a biogas center. So, biogas center, you might be wondering what is it? It's a place where they recycle human waste to produce the gas. So normally we have 13 villages in the whole of Kibera, and each village has its own biogas center. So the reason why we have this is because we don't have any toilets inside our houses, and doesn't mean that the whole community doesn't have toilets. Our toilets look like, for example, this room you see here, you split it into two. One side is where you take a shower with a bucket. The other side is where it has a hole. Right. So the problem with this is when it's full, it spills on the ground, and becomes unhealthy for these little animals. So that's why we have this. And this has really helped in one way, because initially we were using flying toilets. Have you heard about flying toilets?
I've heard about the flying toilets.
Where you shit on a plastic bag, then you throw it, never minding where it will drop.
Right.
So even during the day you could walk with umbrella, protecting yourself from a dropping shit. And then you could not step on any plastic bag on the ground.
Right.
Otherwise, if you're going to work, you step on a plastic bag, then it's burst into your shoes or something. So it destroys everything.
Yeah.
So then when this came as a biogas center, the idea came from a Danish person. But the construction is made depending on where the funds come from.
Right.
and where the space is being created within the community. So here we have toilets for gents and ladies. That side is for gents, this side is for ladies. Normally we don't want to go in because we don't want to interfere with someone's privacy.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so we try to just not to go in at all.
And then the biogas is collected and used for burning in stoves.
Then it generates. In the middle of this, there is a big stove, like 3
okay.
spaces there you can have pans.
Right.
So here is where you can also cook.
Okay.
Warm water for those who want to take a warm shower.
Yes.
And also have your extra activity that you want to do with the other stove.
Okay.
So it's naturally
Yeah.
coming up. It's not something that has chemicals or anything.
And do you have to pay to use this toilet?
So here you pay 5 shillings.
5 shillings.
And then 10 shillings for shower. And then 15 shillings for warm shower.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is this also where you say you can pay a monthly rate for your family?
Because the whole area like this can pay at least a house per house 100 shillings per month.
Right.
So if you have 10 children, they can use this thing anytime they want.
Yes.
So long as you pay your monthly fee.
Right.
Instead of using 10 shillings per head each and every time.
Which is going to add up.
Or in fact, when you're diarrheaing, if you're diarrhea, then
Yeah. That's
then-
one day.
then that's
Yeah. And what about the gas? Is that free to use if do you have to pay for that as well to
It
use
depends
it?
on what you
Or
have to cook. Okay. Yeah, but mostly they use warm water to.
for the warm
Yeah,
shower?
because I don't think someone would like to
Wants to
cook
cook
their
on that.
food.
Yeah, it's possible, but
It's, 'cause,
it's probably
it's
not.
possible, but not everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone shies away.
Yeah.
Like, you
It'll
know.
probably add a taste to the food.
So on the second floor, we got a spacious place where during football we watch. During World Cup, we put a screen there,
Nice.
and people from the area can come and watch. Or you can use it for a birthday party. It's just a community hall.
Yeah.
So anyone can decide what you want to use it for. So that's how the Biogas Center came to be.
What was it?
Welcome. This is Freddy's house. This is where he was born and he's living here.
Welcome home.
Yeah. And I'm just nearby.
This is one of the largest rooms actually in Kibera.
Oh wow.
The one that can fit these seats
Yes.
and a bed and a kitchen. Because normally most of the houses are very squeezed.
Right.
You can only fit 1 3-seater and a bed.
Right.
But here we live 8 people.
8
Okay.
people in
This
here.
means
eh?
we have extended family like my uncle, cousins, brothers and sisters.
For them, this is their sitting room or living room. And then here, where their privacy is a bed. Okay? Yeah, there's a bed there. And then for the kitchen, they cook from that side, that corner. Roof also, the roof, you have leaking roofs.
Yeah.
But when it rains, we just put buckets
Bucket under
or
it.
basins, and then that's it. We've solved the problem. Most of us, we don't have televisions, right?
Yes.
But we have music.
Yes.
We really value music.
Yes.
So that's why you can hear music in each and every
Very
house or each and every store as we were passing by.
Yeah.
So for them, they're paying 3,000 for this house.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit big, so that's
you
why
pay a
it's
little bit
expensive.
more.
Yeah. Aside from that, I told you about the school.
Yes.
So the name of the school is Hope and Shine Kibera Center. Yeah. So I told you that we have 29 kids, and
Yes.
all the kids totally depend on us. We have a qualified teacher, a graduate who is from the community. We decided to pick one from the community because we have very many
Yeah.
people who are graduates, but they don't get jobs. It's not easy for them to get jobs. That's why we give them first priority.
Of course.
Yeah. We alternate in cooking for the kids. So this month there's a lady who is cooking for them, and next month I'm supposed to chip in. So that's how, just to help the kids.
And this is all out of your pocket?
that you're paying
Yes.
them. Yeah.
Totally from our pocket. The money that the visitors pay, which is not also like enough to take good care of the kids or even the school as a whole. I told that we do savings. Every time we do the tour, then 10% of our salary, we put it in the year. So that's what we use. And also, unless we get some friends like you who come, and then they just chip in where they can. In a week, we use 5,000 shillings. We have some challenges, yes, because the tour right now is very low, and we really struggle to make ends meet.
Right.
But we just thank God that at least we can provide what we can.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll also go and see the kids.
Who's the one who can rise above? Take a chance, do it all for love and no regrets. Up ahead there's an open door and I gotta find what I'm looking for and I'm on my way. Well, time moves on and the days go by, but the sun don't set on the stars tonight, and I spread my wings. My head's in the clouds with my feet on the ground, my aim held high and I'm moving on. My time is now to make all my dreams come true, to let all the light shine through, so I can be everything I know that I could be, to find all the strength inside. Baby, just watch me fly. Now I have all I need to find the best in me. Well, isn't it time to open my mind and just believe? Just believe.
And that ends our tour of Kibera with Winnie and Frederick. If you want to reach out and help any of the initiatives that we went to, please feel free to do so. We'll leave their contact information in the comments.
So, how do you feel?
Humble. I feel more aware, I guess, of the life of people in that Kibera, and aware of the work that is being done in that community. It's nice to see that people are so happy, like she mentioned, like they were so happy and so welcoming
And proud.
and proud, and yeah, there's definitely a lesson to be learned there for us who complain about the minor things in life, where in an area where there's so little access to services, people find joy in little things. So very, very much humble. I'm grateful as well.
Yeah.
Grateful for the life that I have, and I'm privileged to have. What I want my contribution to be to places like that we travel to, like learning so much about the people and knowing that what we do as travelers does have an impact if we choose to go to these places and give to that organization who's clearly doing work in the community with the school that they have, and supporting the women as well. It's so important for us to continue doing that.
Yes.
And as the day came to an end, we couldn't help but wonder if there wasn't more that we could be doing. So the next day we returned on our own with an idea.
So we are in Kibera, the largest slum in Nairobi, walking around, trying to get to know people and their stories, and maybe some random acts of kindness here and there to help people out. We would like you guys to comment if you see something that you want to ask us about, or if you want us to talk to someone you see on camera, let us know. And if you want us to help them out in any way, just let us know what your idea is, and we'll try to do it. So I'm going to turn you around so you can see. Hello. Jumbo. Okay, let's talk to this lady here. Hello. How are you?
Hello. How are you? You're fine. You sell food? Yeah. Ah, okay.
And how long have you had this business?
7 years.
7 years. Wow. Okay.
How much for your chips?
50 shillings. Okay.
50 shillings. Okay.
Okay.
How much does it cost to buy the potatoes? You buy from like
A big sack.
a big sack.
Okay.
So how much a big sack like this? 4,000.
4,000.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
And how long does it last? A month or how long does it last? Like a week. Just a week. Yeah.
And are these all her children?
No, the children is.
From the neighborhood?
She has 3 children.
Okay.
Okay. And say in a day, how much do you make? 1,000.
1,000 in one day.
Okay. So we're
Okay.
asking people if you want to help. What is your name? Evelyn.
Evelyn?
If you want to help Evelyn and support her business, let us know. Like, send a heart or whatever the case may be. But as we're walking by, I feel like I want to
Absolutely.
assist her.
Yep.
So we're going to be assisting Evelyn today, and if you want us to help her more, just let us know, and we're going to continue on with our walk.
Okay.
Asante.
Hello, how are you? Hello.
Hello.
Jumbo.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
My name is Sheriff.
Sheriff?
So what's the plan of coming back into the ghetto?
We want to share our experience with we are right now live with our friends back home, and we're walking around trying to see if people would like us to help the people that we see.
Okay.
So
Yes.
we take people's contact information. If anyone wants to contribute, help assist, we ask them to provide their contact, and then we can let them know to help.
We'd like to know more about you.
Me, I'm a musician.
You're a musician, yeah.
I do cover songs.
Oh, okay.
Reggae cover songs like Bob Marley.
What instruments do you play?
I know how to play a guitar. I know
Guitar?
how to play a piano.
Nice,
That's
nice.
all I know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little sample?
Sample of my song.
Ah, yeah.
I'm shy for a bit longer.
And is this water for the whole community?
Yeah,
This is
this is for the whole community.
aha. And the pipes from up the hill, they come down into this tank here.
This is
Bill,
the mainstream of the bus.
this is the mainstream here. Aha.
Okay.
This is what I
Yes.
need.
So
And-
to get the water from there, do people have to pay?
Yeah, people have to pay.
How much do they have to pay?
5 shillings.
5 shillings.
5 shillings for a 20-liter. Kibera is where I was born, is where I've been brought up, is where I've learned, and just trying to find something that we can do. What makes people so happy in the
Yeah.
ghetto is that there's more life. You
Right.
just have to love the life.
Love the life you have.
Yeah, it's not all about money.
Right, right.
It's all about God. Because I love the life I live, and I just live the life I love. People help each other, we love the children,
Yeah.
we love everybody.
Yes.
Everybody's just respected in the ghetto.
But what
Yeah.
do you do to survive? Like, what do you do every day that brings in money?
What we do here is just any kind of work that comes through, we have to do it. Say like environmental cleaning, selling of the water.
So when you say environmental cleaning, you mean cleaning the gutters or
cleaning
the street gutters?
the street gutters.
Yes.
So we took the contact of Sheriff and some of his friends, helped them out with what we could, and hoped that someone else would see our live video and also want to help. We left Kibera for another day, hoping that the small amount we were able to give would make some small difference in a few people's lives. The next day, I returned to Kibera on my own this time. I wanted to go purchase jewelry from people who had seen our live videos and placed orders with us, and distribute the money that was donated to individuals.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Evelyn?
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
We'll do with the 4,000 shillings, I believe.
To boost business.
To boost business? Okay. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
Sheriff led the way through the zigzagging maze of the slums to get me back to the well where we'd met the other guys the previous day.
Looking for it. I'm on my way. Time moves on and the days go by, but the sun don't set on the stars tonight.
They were more than a little surprised to receive money donated by the people that had watched our video.
The money, in and of itself, is not going to change their lives.
The hope is that the gesture of random people hearing their stories and wanting to help shows them that the world is not just blind to their struggles.
That there are other people out there that see them and hear them. And although there's not anything any one of us can do to change the situation that causes these inequities, we can do our part. If there's any message that we would like to convey, it's that as individuals, we may not be able to change the world, but as Kibera has taught us, collectively we can make a difference.